Hey folks, how we doing today? Boy, it's hot here. I hope y'all staying cool. It's up in the 90s. We got a good old show for you today. We're gonna talk about sweet mash, sour mash. We're gonna go over some of my malt, my smoked malt. We even have a giveaway for you. So y'all stay tuned, hang out with us. Let me get me a drink of this right here and we'll get into it. Hey guys, how y'all doing? Well, I said we was going to talk about a giveaway. Well, we're going to talk about one right now. I just want to show you our packaging. It's all vacuum sealed, as you can see. It's in the bag. This right here is 9% moisture. It's not going to mold. It's not going to go bad, nothing like that. As you can see, we write everything on top, how much is in the bag. This right here is actually going to Kansas. It's the first part of the order going to Kansas. This is our giveaway. This is wild cherry smoked corn malt, ground medium, and you're actually going to get a koozie with it. I'm going to autograph a koozie for you, sign it. When whoever wins this is going to get a signed koozie and the malt. So that's our first giveaway of the year, right there. How are you going to enter that? Is you comment on the YouTube video, or you can even go to Facebook. I'm going to post a video on Facebook. And you could like that video right there on Facebook. And in about 7 days, we're going to draw for this right here. The next thing I want to go over. Alright guys, as I promised you, we're going to do a sour mash video. We're going to talk about sweet mash and sour mash, and we're going to go from there. This right here is our wild cherry smoked corn. Right here, it's ready to be ground. It's down to about 10% moisture. This right here is our regular malted corn. You can see the sprouts on it, so you know it's been malted. It's down to about 9%, 9.5%. And that's where we're going to go from there. So if y'all just hang out with us here for a minute, we're going to go over a good sour mash. It's easy, guys. It's nothing like they tell you. Sour mashing is easy. So your base mash is where it's at. Hang out with us. Come on back. We'll see you here in a minute. Alright guys, here we are back. I'm taking the old spent mash, I call it slop, out the steel from where we made the last run. As you can see, it looks like beer. See it foaming? That's what you want to put back in your barrel. Is that right there? This was a sweet mash that we put in here, which was the first run. Your sweet mash is always your first run. Then your second run should be a sour mash. You see it's foaming up right there. I have one of them big fancy pumps that does this for me, but you won't be able to hear me, so we're going to old school it right now. See how it's a foaming and going on? Now there's on the grain that we had in there. I'm going to take your sugar. You're going to put 1 pound for every gallon of mash. Like I've told you before, you've seen it on my videos. Yes, every man needs a good pocket knife. Yes, he does. Alright, going to break it right there in the middle. Dump it in. I cannot stress enough to where your mash in your barrel, or at least in your steel, needs to cool to 110, 110. That way you can put your sugar in there and it's still dissolved, but you're not going to kill your yeast. So all we're going to do is just stir that up. Looks gross, don't it? That there's going to make the best liquor you ever drunk. Once y'all hang out with us, come back, we'll finish it up here in just a minute. Alright guys, this right here is on. This is how I'm going to put oxygen back in this mash. Y'all got to understand, a sour mash is nothing but the old slop mash, the spent that you have in your still after a run, put back on the grain that you had in your barrel. That's all it is. It's simple as that. This right here's how I'm gonna put oxygen in it. If y'all find you one of these old school lamps with the water hose, that's perfect. I mean, look at that. That's how they're putting all kind of oxygen in there. Alright, it's full. It's oxygenated. let's grab our malt. I'm gonna put the smoked malt in this. It is vacuum sealed. Miss Real Deal does all that. She's pretty good at it. Let's just cut it. Add our malt. Right back to our sour mash. That's 2 pounds. Just put your yeast. That's all you got to do is put your old mash that you just run the night before back in this. That's all you have to do. And then just add your yeast. You don't have to put no malt in it, but I like malt in my liquor. And we're gonna add our yeast right here. You know, I guess at everything. I'm not gonna tell you something that some kind of exact measurement. I'm just gonna guess at it. I'm gonna say about that much malt right there and that much yeast right there to get her done. Now we're gonna give her a good stir. Sour mashing is something, it's actually a lot easier than making your first mash. All you're doing is taking what mash you had in your still after you run it and putting it back in the barrel with your old grain, adding some yeast to it. That's all it is. So, won't y'all try that right there? That's your sour mash. We're gonna let y'all go. Always remember, we love you. What you top knot. We'll see you soon.